Hey there, sports fans and car enthusiasts. Welcome to the channel. I know I've shown off some of my iconic cards in my personal collection from the 70s, I think 60s, 50s, even pre-war era cards. I don't think, however, I have done an 80s episode, so I figured I'd do that. I have just about all of the iconic 80s cards. Many of them I have in, binders or in hard cases or what have you. But today I just wanted to show off a handful of noteworthy 80s cards here. There we go. You'll see Ken Griffey Jr. right on the top there. We're going to get into this and look at some of these iconic 80s cards right now. Alright folks, so like I said, just want to take a look at some of the iconic 80s cards that I have in my personal collection here. These are just some. I have just about every iconic 80s card. You'll see Ken Griffey Jr. on the top there. We'll pull this aside. We'll start with Ken. I do have the upper deck. I have the 89 Topps Traded. I have all of them. But this has always been my favorite Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. The 1989 Fleer Ken Griffey Jr. I know there's obviously the updated and traded versions and all the different other iconic Ken Griffey Jr. cards out there, but this has always been my favorite. I just really like the very, very young Ken Griffey Jr. and his, very, very serious pose in that card. Always have loved this card. 89 Fleer Ken Griffey Jr. Following that up with one of my favorite iconic cards, I'll put this just right here, is a 1983 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie card. This is my favorite of the Tony Gwynn rookie cards. The 83 Topps is one of the most iconic and probably one of my favorite looks and feels of the 1980s sets. I also like 85 Topps as well, but 83 Topps has a special place in my heart. It's one of the first sets or first years that I really started collecting when I was a kid, and I've always loved this card. Getting this card is very, very personal to me. Growing up in Vegas, used to watch Tony Gwynn when he was in AAA, when he played for the Las Vegas Stars, and when he went on to greater things with the Padres. He played in Hawaii, but over the years, when he was doing rehab assignments and stuff, after he was already in the majors, I think he went down to the Stars a couple times, got to see him there. Also exhibition games in Vegas, so got to meet him a few times and got to actually have his autograph, a couple of his autographs someplace in my collection. I got to dig those up at some point. Card that every kid wanted and could not acquire. This was like the hardest card to acquire in the 1980s. It's the 1985 Topps 84 baseball team, Mark McGwire, the ultimate rookie card for Mark McGwire. Yes, this one's off center, left to right. It's not, I don't know if that would send this in for grading or not. I have a couple of these now. I have another one that's not in the best condition. One of these days I'll get one graded or get one in a better condition than this, but this is one you definitely have to have in your collection. It's in great shape other than the centering left to right. So I don't know, that would probably grade maybe a 5. I don't know, something along those lines. But one of the iconic cards, every kid wanted one, no kid could get one. This was probably one of the most expensive cards to get in the 80s or late 80s for sure. And they, today it's worth, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 bucks, maybe higher. Back then it was, $20, $30, which was out of the range of affordability for many of us kids going around at card shows. We all coveted that card quite a bit. Another card everybody acquired, or everybody coveted for sure, not many acquired. There's two versions of the 82 Topps Cal Ripken Jr. rookie cards. There's obviously the traded version, which I also have. I'll show you here in a second. But this is the base set rookie card, where it's the Baltimore Orioles Future Stars with Bob Bonner, Cal Ripken, and Jeff Schneider. Just another iconic card. I have several of these. I think I just gave one away in a prize package not too long ago. But now, again, this is another card that's very, very hard to acquire as a kid, but today I have quite a few of them. Going back to 1983 Topps again, 1983 Topps traded Darryl Strawberry rookie card. Yes, I have the 84 Fleer Darryl Strawberry as well. I have the 84 Donruss, as well. But to me, this is the ultimate Darryl Strawberry rookie card, the 83 Topps traded. This one is in outstanding condition. I imagine this would probably grade close to an 8. You know, maybe a 7. Maybe could go as high as a 9. I don't know. You tell me. It's in really good condition. One of these days, I'm going to send out a lot of these cards to get graded and get them in official, grade modes as well. We'll stay in 1983. We'll go to another Tony Gwynn rookie card. This is the 83 Donruss Tony Gwynn. I also have the 83 Fleer. Not my favorite card. 83 Fleer. Let's admit it, we're kind of an ugly set, but I do have that one as well. Just have that and some binders and some hard cases. Not one of the one-touch ones like I have here. There's the back. Tony Gwynn, first-year card for Donruss. Really cool card. Another very, very hard card to acquire was the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card. This one is not the best shape. I mean, it's pretty sharp on the corners, off center, left to right. A little bit of schmutz on the front of it, or just some wear and tear. So, I mean, grade, I don't know. What would you say? 5? Maybe 4? I don't know. But still, another iconic card. Absolutely had to have in my collection. Happy I have it in there now. Going to 82 Donruss this time. And there we go. My one touches are sticking together. 82 Donruss Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. We saw the 82 Topps. This is the 82 Donruss. Again, 82 Fleer is another one that I have. Probably in a binder. I think I have that one there. But this is, I like the 82 Fleer, but I also like the 82 Donruss. So I figured I'd show this one off instead of the 82 Fleer here. All right. Donnie Baseball coming up next. There he is. 1984 Fleer Don Mattingly rookie card. There he is. There's the back of that. 84 Fleer Don Mattingly. I do also have the 84 Topps, and I think I have the 84 Donruss. Actually, I may not have the 84 Donruss. I can't remember. But 84 Fleer, I actually got this at a card show recently for, fairly cheap, and I'm glad I did. It's in great shape. Just another cool one to add to the collection. I'll have to check and see if I have the 84 Donruss. That may be one of the few iconic cards I don't have. But there's another one, 83 Donruss Wade Boggs rookie card. Again, I do have the Topps and the Fleer. I don't know if I have the Topps here in this. I might be the ones coming up, but there's the 83 Donruss one. Anyway, 83 Donruss Wade Boggs rookie card. Perennial batting champion. Great all-around player. Moving on to some of the graded cards here. I know this is not 1980s, but I'll throw it in anyway. Just gave one of these away in my 500 subscriber giveaway videos. If you haven't checked those out, please do. But here's a 1993 Topps Derek Jeter rookie card. I know it's not 1980s. It's the 190s card I'll throw in here just because I don't have a whole lot of iconic 90s cards. Again, I collect predominantly vintage and predominantly true vintage. So, before 1980. But I do have just about all the iconic cards from 1980s, like I said. But I just threw that in there just for fun. Switching gears a little bit and going to 1986 football. There's 1986 Jerry Rice rookie card. This is a graded PSA 6. Happy to have that in my collection. Still hands down the all-time best wide receiver ever to play the game, in my opinion. He and Montana were a formidable threat in the mid to late 80s for the 49ers. 1986 Jerry Rice rookie card. I mentioned it before. We're going back to the well here. 1982 Topps traded Cal Ripken Jr. true rookie card. This is considered the iconic card. This one is actually worth more than the other version you saw, and it is highly coveted. It's also a lot harder to acquire. This is a PSA 7 version of that, so not too shabby to have in my collection there. And there's what the back looks like. 82 Topps traded, number 98, Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. All right, this one I just acquired from a friend of mine, Justin Dickerson. I think I showed this off in a previous episode. this is, I have several, I probably maybe even 20 of the 84 Topps Darryl Strawberry rookie cards, which aren't worth a whole bunch of money. They're worth maybe $15 or so. But this was really cool because this is a 1984 Topps Nestle version of the card, and it is signed by Darryl himself. And Justin, thank you, Justin, again for sending this to me as a nice little gift. Very, very sweet gift that he sent me. I'm super stoked to have this in my collection now. It's a mint 9 on the card and gem mint 10 on the auto for that. So absolutely love that card is in my collection now. This is one I've seen these cards around. Have never really come by a way to acquire one, so there we have now. Another iconic star of the 80s was Kirby Puckett, a superstar player who unfortunately was gone too soon. Sad story on his death. He is one of the greats to ever play the game, and getting to see him play live in the 80s was a real thrill. The guy was an absolute gamer. And of course I have his 85 Topps, and I have his 85 Fleer. I have all of the Kirby Puckett rookie cards, but this one is an 85 Donruss PSA 8.5, so it's really, really nice card, great condition, great centering. Here's what the back looks like on that one. There you go. 85 Donruss Kirby Puckett rookie card. Just a couple more left here to show off. And I think I've shown both of these off in other episodes. Let's get this here so you guys can see it just a little bit more. I showed this off in an earlier episode, but again, it's one that I recently acquired about just about a year, actually just under a year ago. Had to have this in my collection. Is the 1980-81 Topps Larry Bird Magic Johnson card, obviously with both rookie cards. Julius Erving there as a scoring leader center. These are the 3-panel cards that were they're still iconic to me in those 1980-81 Topps basketball sets. There are a few versions of the Johnson and Bird rookie cards. And yes, special call out to all of the folks that have, lambasted me for butchering the episode when I talked about this, when I kept calling Magic Johnson Jordan. Shout out to all you guys. I'm sorry. It was just a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean it. I knew what I was talking about, but didn't express it the way I needed to. So shout out to all you haters. Just kidding. I love you all. Love you all. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, not Michael Jordan. I'm not dumb. Not that dumb anyway. There you go. Iconic card there. The Bird Johnson rookie card. And finally, another one I have am proud to own. This is the Billy Ripken F-Face card. There you see there. I won't say it on camera. And my phone my camera here has a very tough time focusing, so I apologize. You can't see that. That does say F-U-C-K face. And there are several versions of this that are corrected. There's a whiteout version. There's, I think, a scribble version. There's the black version. There are quite a few, black strip version. Quite a few rushes to correct this iconic error card that Fleer initially let slip through the system and into packs. Mothers everywhere were in full rage mode when they saw their kids had this card with that 4-letter word on it, and the Fleer Corporation did everything they could to amend it, but there are still many of these out here, and it's worth about $80 or so for this version. And some of the corrected versions, there's one, I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be the whiteout version, is even more because it's so super rare. But yeah, 1989 Fleer Billy Ripken error card and one of the corrections. And that's it. I think I showed this one off on the Funniest Cards episode that I did several months ago. So check that out if you haven't seen that. That one is an absolute blast. Just fun to go through and see some of the funniest baseball cards out there. So there you go, folks. There it is. Some of the iconic cards that I have of the 80s. Not all of them by any stretch. Like I said, I have probably, at this point, thousands of cards from the 80s. and just about every one of the iconic cards from the 80s that you can think of, except for maybe 84 Mattingly. I gotta check. Not sure. So there you are. Iconic cards of the 80s there in my personal collection. Tell me which one you like best. Tell me which one you liked worse. And which ones am I missing? I promise you I probably have them, but just didn't pull them out to show you today. But what was your favorite card from the 80s? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already or checked out some of my other videos that I talked about, please be sure to do so, because we have a blast here on this channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.